1310 a.m. and cable channel 12. You're watching WVIP this Friday morning, and we have our very special guest every Friday for you, taking your calls with your astrological projections. Mary Michele, welcome.
Good morning, Lori.
How are you doing?
Good, and yourself?
Oh, good. With all this weather, boy, have the planets been churning, haven't they?
It's been crazy.
Yeah, it has.
Oh. Well, I just wanted to tell Mike that I hope he feels better soon.
I'm sure he's out there watching.
Okay.
We have our first caller on the line.
Great.
Believe it or not. Let's bring him up there. Let me get him. George, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine. How are you doing? What's your birthday?
July 9th, 1956.
Okay. And what's your question for Mary Michele?
My question? Didn't realize I got a question.
Well, that's okay. We can just do something general.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
July 9th, 1956. Well, you know you have the sun in Cancer, right?
Right.
And you have the moon in Leo. This is kind of a reversal of things. There's, the sun is in its own place in the sign of Leo, and the moon is in its own place in the sign of Cancer, so you have them kind of reversed. So there might be times when you kind of feel like you're inside out instead of outside in.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you have Mercury in Cancer, you have Venus in Gemini. Are you a father?
Yes.
I think you're someone that's very good with children, and you might actually get the title from time to time, Mr. Mom.
Mr. Mom, that could happen.
Does that happen sometimes?
Yeah.
You have Venus in Gemini. You have Mars in Pisces. Venus is the planet of love and money. The way that you would...
I love money. That's true.
You love money, okay. But the way that you would earn money might be of slightly an eclectic fashion. You might be doing two things at the same time.
Yep, you got that right.
Yeah. You have Mars in Pisces. You are not, it's a trine between the Sun and Mars, so, there's a certain amount of harmony in the way that you work with your energy, but there are times when it's very, very difficult for you to be angry, and you may not use your anger as healthily for yourself. You might feel, too much compassion for other people. Does any of this, is there something that I've said that might stimulate a question for you, something that you might like to know about?
Yeah, I really wasn't prepared to ask a question, but I'll try to think of one.
Okay.
But so far.
So far, there's nothing that's coming up to mind. Okay, you have Jupiter in Virgo. So as of next year, you should have next year should be a time when things will be coming to you with greater ease. Probably April, May of next year. There will be a shift in the way that you are able to deal with material things, which is partially money, but also the way that you have, things around the home. If you're, looking to move or improve your house, or
probably sometime after April 15th.
I know that's
after that tax money comes in, right?
That's right.
Right. So. Yeah, it's a good time for you. Jupiter is the planet, he's the great benevolent God. He's the one that allows us to expand. And it's going to be in the sign of Capricorn next year. It takes a year to move through one sign, so it has a 12-year cycle. So if you want to think back where you were 12 years ago, that'll give you an indication of some of the things that might be happening in terms of expansion this upcoming year, 96. Do you remember?
That sounds great.
Good. Okay.
Okay, thank you for calling, George. You have a good day.
You too.
Now, Mary Michele, I have to ask you, this weather, does the weather tie into the astrological signs?
It does quite a bit. The weather is something that the Farmer's Almanac, actually Benjamin Franklin, who was the first person to get involved with the almanac, one of the reasons that they did it was in the early days was because of the weather. The weather is something that I don't really follow that closely, although when I talk about the seasons, it's something that I'm trying to allude to. when they make the predictions in the Farmer's Almanac and they talk about what's going to happen, it's really they're looking at the positions of the moon relative to the other, the other planets. When they say it's going to be a bad winter, which I've heard they said it's going to be bad in the Farmer's Almanac.
They said it's going to be somewhere between last year, which was pretty mild, and the year before, which was
terrible,
a nightmare.
Yeah.
But one funny thing is that they said that yesterday was supposed to be sunshine in the Farmer's Almanac. So whatever star positioning they were looking at, maybe they were looking from the wrong angle.
This happens. The thing is that any job, as I keep saying with astrology, one of the things that's terribly important to me is to try to make people understand that astrology is something very much like any other profession. There's some people that are good at it, some people that are less good at it, and there's some people that have better luck with it. Whether it's your stockbroker, your weatherman, your taxman, your doctor, everybody has their good days and their bad days. And, how often is the weather right? The person that predicts the weather on your local news and television shows.
Yeah, you're right about that. And I would also think that with astrology, that so much is just up for personal interpretation. The different people who are doing the readings, there's so many different angles you can look at a person's life. So there are many different interpretations.
Yeah, it's always the knowledge of the person, whether as I say, in any job, whether it's someone that is a lawyer or a doctor or a candlestick maker. It's the person that has studied the nature of what it is that they do, and it's the way that they've learned how to integrate and become a part of their job, which is why I think it's so important to love what you do, because I think that when you love what you do, then you are able to bring a kind of generosity of spirit and just a sense of well-being. And more often than not, when you have that kind of sense with the work that you do, then your abilities to perceive things are going to be clearer, which would translate automatically as being more right. Right or wrong is not necessarily what it's about, though. Oftentimes it's good when things don't turn out exactly the way you planned. You can learn things. In astrology, we talk about hard angles, a hard angle between the sun and the moon, a square, a 90-degree angle. This is someone usually that has a hard time connecting what it is they unconsciously want with what they consciously want. On the other hand, someone that has this kind of a hard angle is the kind of person that's going to get out of that small town and go and make a name for themselves. This is someone that is going to push, that is going to really want something very, very badly and make it happen. So as you can see, there is, which is better? Is it better to be content where you are? Or is it better to try to move on and have more adventures and be a traveler and someone that takes risk? It really depends on what your perspective is and where you're coming from.
Okay, we have another caller on the line. I'm going to bring her up. This is Dina. She's calling from Bedford Hills, and her birthday is 1976, February 19th. Hello, Dina.
Hello.
Welcome to WVIP. What's your question for Mary Michele?
I didn't have a specific question, just a...
Okay, a general reading?
Yeah.
Okay, and if you think of one, stop me, okay? If there's something that something that I say that rings a bell and you want to talk about it some more. Okay, so February 19th, 1976.
She's, what sign is she, Aquarius? What is that?
It's the last day of Aquarius. In that year, it changes year to year. But so your birthday is Sun Aquarius, the moon in Libra. So this is a harmonious angle. This works well. This is a trine. It's two air signs. The moon is in Libra today. No, it's in Virgo today. Now, why did I bring that up? Well, anyway, it's a harmonious thing. The sun and the moon in air signs, it means that you, and Mercury in Aquarius, are you interested in astrology or metaphysics or things like that?
Yeah.
Because you have this Aquarian energy and Mercury there and so on. There's a tendency to be interested in that which is a little unusual or different from the normal ways of learning and relating and talking to people. When you when you are having conversations with people, do you sometimes feel that you come out with things that are not exactly what people expected? Yeah?
Yeah.
It's a Aquarius is, it's quite an inspirational sign, and when you think of the show Hair, I know you're a little young for that, but you probably remember it, right? It was a play, and then it was a movie, The Dawning of the Age of Aquarius.
I love that play.
Well, anyway, they're talking about the fact that we're going into a whole new sphere. The last 2,000 years has been the age of Pisces, and we're going into the age of Aquarius. Now, this is a very long stretch of time here, and no one quite agrees on exactly when the age of Aquarius starts or started. Some believe that it was starting to be felt when the planet Uranus was discovered, which was in the 1700s. But anyway, the nature of Uranus, which is the ruling planet of Aquarius, and you have the Sun and Mercury there, Mercury rules the mind, is it's about telepathic communication. It's about unusual forms of communication. Someone that might be able to, think up programs for computers or other kinds of different ways of dealing with mechanics. So, anything like that would be, a good thing for you to be involved with. Venus in Capricorn, okay, Venus is in Capricorn right now, so you should be experiencing some luck with money, and also some luck with anyone that you're involved with right now. There's a benevolence, even though it might seem a little heavy-handed. Venus in Capricorn is not an easy place for it to be, but it's reinforcing the way that you give and perceive the way you get love. So it should be quite harmonious for you now. Is that helpful?
Yeah.
Okay, Dina, good luck. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back. Remember to get on that phone, 241-1310, WVIP 1310 AM. Keep that dial where it's at. We'll be right back.
The best place to make a used buy a really great buy is Toyota North in Mount Kisco. We buy and sell every make and model. Each is hand-picked and thoroughly inspected by Toyota North. These pre-owned vehicles include factory specials, lease returns, and the best from local trade-ins. We've assembled an outstanding selection, many with airbags, anti-lock brakes, or four-wheel drive, all priced to sell now. You can buy used with peace of mind from Toyota North. Selection plus value pricing and easy financing all add up to make a used buy from Toyota North a really great buy. So when you're thinking used, think only of Toyota North in Mount Kisco. Our used car buyers have been shopping, so you wouldn't have to. Toyota North, Sawmill Parkway, Kisco Avenue exit, Mount Kisco. The best place to make a used buy a really great buy. Call us today at 914-666-5181. It's easy. 914-666-5181.
Toyota North, Westchester's Automotive Superstore. WVIP.
It's 4 a.m. You've got insomnia, and the only thing you can find to read is your car insurance bill. Suddenly you wonder, why am I paying so much? I need to talk to my agent immediately. Unfortunately, your agent's comatose at this hour, so you wait until the sun comes up, only to find that he's at a convention in Bora Bora, and the assistant who could help you just got his tie caught in the fax machine. There is a better way. Just call Geico. Our insurance professionals are ready to help anytime, before breakfast, after dinner, and in between snacks. That's the beauty of Geico's complete 24-hour service. And with one 15-minute call, you could cut your car insurance rates by 15% or more. We'll even give you a line-by-line comparison with your current policy so you can see the savings. Call Geico at 1-800-841-3000. Sure, you won't get any postcards from Bora Bora, but with the money you save, maybe you'll bump into your old agent on the beach. That's 1-800-841-3000. Geico, the sensible alternative.
We're back. We're here with Mary Michele. Get on that phone, 241-1310. She's taking your predictions. If you're having some feelings about the holidays, having some questions about what the future may bring for you, give her a call. That's 241-1310 WVIP. We have Barbara on the line. Hi, Barbara. Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm okay. Barbara's birthday is 1948, and it's March 14th. Barbara, what's your question for Mary Michele today?
I do have a specific question, but I don't have a general overview.
Okay, well, I'll start with the general, and then we'll get to the specific. Okay, March 14th, 1948. You're a Pisces, as I'm sure you know, and you have the moon in Taurus, which is a harmonious angle. And it's also the best place for the moon. So this probably has helped you in the past 2 years, because the past 2 years have not been an easy time. Saturn, the planet that kind of makes us deal with hardship in life, but it will also give us great rewards, has been going over your sun. So there's been kind of a feeling of pressure on top of your will.
Definitely.
But with the moon in Taurus and Venus in Taurus, you should probably have been able to make yourself somewhat comfortable. I mean, whether it was financially comfortable or, put yourself in pleasant surroundings, or there was something that was helping you come through this, even though you felt like you couldn't make a shift. You were pushing that rock up the hill and it just wasn't going anywhere. Was there something that was helping you, though? Was there some kind of comfort?
Well, I think my comfort is my son. Always very cheerful.
Good.
5 years old.
Oh, that's great. That's wonderful. Okay, you have Mercury in Aquarius. You have Mars in Leo. So this is an opposition between Mercury and Mars. Sometimes your mind wants to go in one direction and your energy wants to go in another. You might tend to be a little too intellectual when you want to be more childlike. That's the way that would kind of translate. What is your specific question?
My specific question is, are we going to move?
Are you going to move? Okay, well, with this energy in Aquarius, Mercury in Aquarius, and Saturn in Leo, and Mars in Leo, and Pluto in Leo, there is a big shift in energy here. There's a lot of creative energy that's coming in. Is it having to do with work? Are you moving because of work?
No, we just want to sell our house and move to a different area.
Okay.
Haven't any luck selling our house?
Well, I think there is luck attached to selling your house right now, but the point is that you need to kind of have some kind of a creative reason as to why you're doing it. You have to think about not just the fact that you want to manifest a buyer, but also wherever it is that you're going, what is the purpose?
Okay.
Okay? Because that's going to make whatever, the person come to buy your house more concrete by you visualizing and really imagining what the reason is to why you want to move.
I do have specific reasons.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Okay. Do you mind telling me what it is?
I just a more rural area with a more charming house.
Uh-huh.
I just feel I need to have a different type of a house. The house we are living in now, it's just not comfortable anymore.
Okay, well, this is a creative process. You are looking for something that is more pleasing, more calming in a way. You're putting yourself in a place where you'll be able to take more time.
Exactly.
And think about things. So that is a creative process.
Right.
So I would say that the odds are very good that you'll have a buyer very soon.
Great, thank you so much.
Thanks for calling.
Good luck, Barbara. We have another caller on the line. I'm going to bring up Ralph. How are you, Ralph?
Okay, how are you?
Good. Welcome to WVIP. Ralph's birthday, 1965, February 8th. Ralph, what's your question for Mary Michele?
Well, I'm expecting my first, and
Congratulations.
I was just wondering, things really haven't been going as well with this pregnancy as I thought. Just like little odds and ends have been going wrong. I'm not really enjoying it with my wife.
You're not enjoying what?
Well, the pregnancy itself.
It's been a difficult one. You have the sun in Aquarius, as you know. You have the moon in Taurus. You have Mercury in Aquarius, Venus in Aquarius. You have a lot of this Aquarian energy. You like unusual. You like to change. You like you like to go off in different directions and so on. And it's at a very hard angle with the moon. The moon in Taurus is exalted. It's the best place for the moon. You have a healthy moon. But it's not always in the same, it's not in harmony with the way that you like to do things. There's a side of you that wants to be comfortable, which is the moon, and there's a side of you that wants to be, a little crazy. So the moon usually represents, in a man's chart, the woman in his life, his mother, all the women, but, specifically the mother and, the relationships between the mother and the wife. And with this energy that you have of wanting to stir things up, I can see the indication where it might not be an easy time for you. But it's a very lucky time for the child. When is the child supposed to be born?
Beginning of May.
The beginning of May. This is perfect. That's a great. The moon in Taurus, your moon in Taurus, the child born then. This child is going to be someone that's going to be very, very grounded. And I think that you have to learn how to channel some of this unusual thinking that you have. You shouldn't stop doing it because it's very good. I mean, it's wonderful and so on, but it's like you need to find an outlet for it. Is there something that you do that's different from your family and friends? Is there some hobby that you have or something that you do that's a little unusual from what is your normal routine?
Not too much. Besides, I used to sing with groups and stuff, but I really don't do that no more. That's not the only thing I do different from my whole family.
You have to go back to this. You have to go back to working with groups. Aquarius is the sign of the person that likes to, it's a humanitarian sign. The ideals of the American Revolution, the French Revolution, and even the Industrial Revolution is about the common man and everybody being able to express their own ideas, but they need to get together in groups to do that. And it's really important for you. You need to have that outlet to go and talk about all of the crazy ideas that you might have from time to time that really aren't that crazy. They're just a little ahead of their time. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
Well, I think you should really try to go back, and that'll help the wife and the pregnancy and the whole thing. You'll have another outlet.
Okay.
Good luck, Ralph.
Thanks, Ralph.
Okay, we have another caller on the line. This is Eileen, and we have Tracy and Linda on the line. Stay there, Tracy and Linda. We're going to get to you as soon as possible. Eileen is from Bedford Hills, 1966, August 15th, a Leo like myself. Hi, Eileen.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
What's your question for Mary Michele today?
Well, I guess it's sort of general. Actually, I'd like to know what the trend of my romantic life will be in the next year and these, whatever, as we conclude 1995 and 96.
Okay, you were born August 15th, right? You were born at the full moon. People that are born at the full moon tend to experience things very, there are lots of polarities. It's never easy between the conscious and the unconscious in terms of the extremes.
It sounds like me. Maybe I was born during the full moon.
I'm sorry, you were born at the new moon. This gives great focus. The 15th, right? This gives great focus. When you decide that you want to do something, when you decide that you have, something some dream that you wake up having in the morning and so on, when you decide that you're going to make that dream happen, you're going to do it right away. You also have Mercury in Leo, and you have Venus in Leo. So there's a lot of Leo energy here. Have you ever wanted to be in the theater, or did you want to get up in front of people and?
Yeah, actually, I used to be very active in theater.
You should go back to it. This is a very good outlet for you. Leo is the sign of the stage specifically. There are, of course, Leos that get into other areas, whether it's television or radio or movies or whatever, but specifically the stage, because there's something about Leo that needs the warmth of human contact. In other mediums, radio, television, film, or whatever, there's always a camera between you and the public. So for you, you need to have that contact, that human contact with people. And also, it's kind of like wanting to sit in the sun. Leo is the sign that likes to bask in the sun. And, I know it's not politically correct anymore to sit in the sun, but, I think it's important to do that. Now, you're asking me specifically about this fellow. Is this someone that you're involved with?
Really, no. But it's somebody I've met, and I just don't know what's going to happen.
Okay. Well, right now is a good time for you to take the initiative. If you are feeling like you would like to take the initiative with this person, it's a good time for you to do that. Can you do that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I would do it soon. I would do it before next week.
Okay.
Okay?
You need a New Year's date, Eileen? You go, girl.
As of the first of the year, there's going to be a big shift in your energy where you are going to really want to have a partner more than you ever have.
All right.
Okay? Have I been helpful?
Yes, very.
Okay.
Okay, well, good luck, Eileen. We're going to take a quick break, but I want to urge Tracy and Linda, stay on the line. We're going to get back to you in 2 minutes, just 2 minutes. We'll be right back after these messages. WVIP 1310 AM and Cable Channel 12. Keep it right where it's at.
The holidays are almost here. You can find all your party and holiday needs in one store. Where's the Party? Festive Thanksgiving decorations, Hanukkah candles, and beautiful balloon wreaths for Christmas. You name it, they'll make it. Party stuff for all ages and all themes. Tree trimming, wrapping paper, ribbons, bows, accessories, and more. Whether you need 1 or 100, they have it all. They'll even design and decorate your party for you. Where's the Party? Your party supply store. Chock full of all your party and holiday needs. Where's the Party? 742 North Bedford Road, Bedford Hills, across from ShopRite. Where's the Party? Come in today, 666-2030, 666-2030.
WVIP, WVIP.
Finding holiday gifts is easy, but finding distinctive gifts, well, that's not so easy. At J. Mark Jewelers, it's easy to find distinctive gifts. That's because we design and craft so much of our jewelry ourselves. Quality and selection, service and price. For 25 years, Steve, a graduate gemologist and goldsmith, has stood behind his work. At J. Mark, the work is done on the premises, not sent out. So for whoever is on your gift list this holiday season, and whether it's diamond jewelry, earrings, gold, or a watch that they're wishing for that one-of-a-kind gift, J. Mark Jewelers, Katona Shopping Center, 232-4143. Shop J. Mark Jewelers this holiday season. J. Mark Jewelers, jewelry created for now and forever.
WVIP, WVIP.
We're back, 1310 AM and Cable Channel 12, taking your calls here. WVIP. Dial that number, 241-1310. If you're thinking about what the future's going to bring, the holidays are coming up, you just have a question or wondering what the new year holds for you, give Mary Michele a call here. We have someone on the line right now. This is Tracy. How are you, Tracy?
Good, how are you?
Good. Tracy's birthday is 1966, February 21st. 6 p.m. she has on this note here.
Well, I can't do a complete reading on the air here, but I can give you the general, the sun and the moon and the Mercury and so on. All right, thanks again for holding. I do appreciate it. 1966, 2/21.
Do you have a specific question for Mary Michele, Tracy?
Not specifically. I just was looking for something more general.
Okay, you were born, let's see, you were born with the sun in Pisces. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Okay. Sun in Pisces, the moon in Pisces, Mercury in Pisces, Mars in Pisces, Saturn in Pisces. You have a lot of Pisces stuff here. Has it not been easy for you the last 2 years?
That's perfect.
Yeah. It's going to change in April. It's starting to get better, but the big shift will be in April. Venus in Capricorn. There should be a little ease at the moment with the person that you care about. Is there someone in your life?
Yeah, there is.
Uh-huh. Well, this should be, a little easier right now. If you were experiencing any difficulties, it's a good time. It's easy for you to receive love right now. Was there